Up, Wedding Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Dr. Stone chapters 20 and 21. And the last chapter of Dr. Stone that I covered, we got to learn a little bit more about Chrome, learn about the civilization, and like it's just so nice and refreshing for Senku to be around someone that's so interested in science and interested in learning. And Chrome has dedicated himself to Senku. He's like, I'm going to help you build this kingdom of science. And I love it. I freaking love it. Anyway, let's get to chapter 20 first and see what happens next in Dr. Stone. And here we go. Towards the future. And chapter 20 is titled Stone Road. A human from outside the village? Dear me, a long time ago, criminals were exiled from the village, so that's the only thing he could be, right? Oh my god, they're thinking he's an alien. But, like, it was a young guy. If he's someone dangerous, I'll crush him, and then Rory will surely fall for me. Oh, that's right, we also learned about Rory, and her condition. It must mean that one of those stone statues came back to life, huh? No way! The problem here is whether or not that guy is strong. That's all there is to it. Hey, who cares if he's strong? A hottie, a hottie. Senku is a pimp, guys. Even if it seems impossible, that stranger was brought here by Kohaku, correct? We still don't know for sure. That's right, Chief. It was Kohaku. Jasper, you heard it too. Kinro confessed so quickly. Trying to cover for her. That stupid girl. I ought to disown her. She's always disrespected the rules. Cough, cough. Pant. Tell me, Senku, tell me how to make the cure-all medicine. I'll totally defeat Rory's illness. If it's to cure my sister, I'll cooperate however I can. So we're trying to find a cure for Rory's illness. We don't know what she has, but I love what's going on in Senku's mind with him and his robot. Long live science. I want to join the kingdom of science too. I saw that bastard totally did some calculation in his head before deciding to help Rory. Is he a gentleman or an asshole? He's really a complex guy. Well, basically it comes down to being logical, but in order to create the kingdom of science we need antibiotics, the cure of all science. The antibiotics, they eradicate the bacteria that plague the human body, the cure of all science. Since its discovery in the early 20th century, it has saved the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. We can't do a blood test or discover the name of the disease, however, making her take some is worth a shot. Alright, in that case, let's make it right now. What do we need? We lack every ingredient, so listen the hell up. Somehow the act first mentality you guys have reminds me of a certain blockhead. It totally is. But the difference between them, between Taiju and Kohaku and them, is that they, Chrome has a little bit more brains than Taiju, and that's why I like him a little bit more. There are two ways to make this cure-all. We can make penicillin from organic matter, or we can make a sulfur drug from rocks. Organic matter, stone. How can you make medicine out of that? The most famous example is making penicillin out of blue mold. Because penicillin is so incredibly useful, sulfur drugs were lost in the shadow of history. However, in the stone world, the bio route of penicillin is like somehow by chance we found a super blue mold with a billion times the normal power. Wow! It would be like expecting to win the lottery. On the other hand, we have the sulfur drug route. In the stone world, even though we need an insane amount of patience and effort, with 1,000,000,000% certainty we'll arrive at our cure-all. If that's so, then the answer is already clear. So you get it now, do you, Chrome? We're not gods or natural geniuses. Step by step, we made it this far by struggling on our own. We'll take the stone route. This leads towards a cure-all. It's a roadmap of science. Oh, look at that. Iron. Alcohol, strong electricity. So, and it's leading to it starts at iron, which goes to strong magnets, to copper, to phosphorus, to sodium hydroxide, and you have the alcohol and the vinegar and the acetate, acidic anhydride go straight to the cure-all sulfur drug, and then alcohol and carbonate go to ammonia, and the sodium hydroxide is also going to ammonia, and it's coming from salt, and the ammonia is going there, and then you have a cold going to wait, is that aniline? Yeah, aniline. And that this is all going to the. I like this map. This is really cool. And then the sodium hydroxide, and mixed with the sulfuric acid and the sodium hydrogen sulfate, and also you have the sulfuric acid mixed with the hydrochloric acid to make the sulfuric acid and sodium bicarbonate. I really like this. I think this was really cool to see, like, this map of or this chart, not map, this chart of how of the ingredients and shit. I think that's really, really cool. Whoa, seriously awesome. It's a time warp through 2 million years of scientific history. We can't take the scenic route. Oh, then I guess we've got to start with that iron thing. What is it anyway? Teach me everything about it. That's not exactly easy either. This will be Senku Sensei's sorcery science class. Even if I listen, I don't think I'll understand. Oh, Kohaku. Totally awesome. The Earth is spinning? Amazing. Yep, that's right. Look at Senku. Isn't this enough? Because of something called gravity. That's so weird. Then why am I not thrown off this branch right now? I've always thought it was strange how that star never moves. The North Star, right? That bright one? It's 1,000,000,000% likely to be in the true north, so it's hella useful. You better remember it. Is that how it is? True north seems slightly off, if you ask me. That's not possible. The margin of error is. Wait, did the Earth's axis tilt? Little by little, over the course of 3,700 years, the Earth shifted entirely. In this year, 5,739, the North Star has moved. Ooh, now that's interesting. And you have to wonder if that was a natural thing, or if that was caused, because remember, one of Senku's theories for the stone, people turning into stone, was aliens, or it could be aliens caused this. We don't know. No wonder my navigation was so off. On the way to Hakone. The science is astonished to hear this. Overlooking something like this is because of my preconceived notions, isn't it? These two are a hell of a lot more observant than me, huh? What a useless guy I am. No, Senku, you're not useless. Huh, looking at you, Senku, I don't see someone useless. Yay! Yeah, I'm not trying to beat myself up over it. After calming down, I can see that. It's the scale of things. It's just that I'm not entirely in sync with it yet. 3,700 years. It may be late, but what an incredible time to be in. Huh? Just now. How did you know that original North Star was shifted? Oh, it seems even our Senku doesn't recognize this stone. I happened across it on a barren mountain. It's a super amazing stone. If you suspend it or float it, somehow it manages to point perfectly north. Isn't it amazing? It's a magnet. Whoa, that's a magnet? It's called a magnet? Then you did know what it is, damn it. Cuckoo, aren't you a busy boy, Chrome, with just a magnet? Whoa, so much is stuck to it. This strange black sand is acquired iron sand. Sweet. At last, the first step on the Kingdom of Science's roadmap. The curtains lift on the Iron Age. Isn't it thrilling? On to the next stage. So let's get to chapter 21. May the light of science be reborn. And this chapter is called The Dawn of Iron. So, like, remember, Senku is trying to progress mankind. Or get... I'm trying to think of the right word. Or... catch mankind back up to where it was before. There we go. Oh man, this picture, that cover is nice. At last, the Kingdom of Science approaches, the beginning of the Iron Age. This lioness is amazing. Are all the people in your village like that? There are a few gorillas with superhuman strength, but Kohaku is the only nimble gorilla. I already said I'm not a gorilla. Oh, poor Kohaku. Speaking of which, why am I the one gathering most of the iron sand? You lot should also work more nimbly. That face is fucking scary. Sorry. A melon? What's a melon doing there? Whoa. Oh, if it isn't Suika, what you doing there? Did you follow us? Suika is her name? It's a nickname probably because she wears a melon rind as a hat. Ah, hey, Suika, you little brat. Don't just hold my magnet however you like. Iron Sand. Suika wants to help out too? Because I'm always wearing this, I've never been able to have been of any use to anyone. Even when I grow up, I'm sure it will still be that way. Because of that, if there's someone who's in need, Suika will. Enough with the chit chat. In truth, I'm grateful. The kingdom of science sends no one away. We need all of the help we can get, no matter how small. It seems a pipsqueak is 1 billion times better suited to gathering the sand. I'm counting on you, Suika. Aww, Senku. This is the first time Suika has met someone who didn't ask why Suika wears this. That's because Senku doesn't really give a fuck. Surely he noticed that she doesn't want to show her face, and that's why he treated her so nicely, and she speaks in the fucking third person. Jesus Christ, Suika. That's just because you don't know Senku well. Don't glorify him. Even though he had a look like he was going to war, he basically said he doesn't really care. Suika will get a ton of black sand. Are you Momotaro? Don't drown. And there's a translation note that Momotaro is a folk tale involving a large peach that travels down a river. You didn't know about Dragon Quest or Monster Hunter. They have those in Dragon Quest. Monster Hunter? But you know the story of Momotaro? Who did you hear it from? Oh, you know Momotaro too, Senku? Miss Ruri tells us a ton of stories. Now that I think about it, how did you know about gorillas too? Do they live in the wild here? I've never seen one in real life. That was a good point, Senku. Like, how the fuck do they know some of this shit? Yeah, but doesn't one appear in Momotaro? No, it doesn't. Wasn't it one of the friends he got with melee cakes? Bear, lion, gorilla, and crocodile. What's with that overly wild Momotaro? Momotaro looks like Rambo. The story was told with strong and dangerous wild animals. I've heard an insane amount of stories from Ruri too. Sorry, the story was told with strong and dangerous wild animals? There we go. I had to make sure I read it correctly. I've heard an insane amount of stories from Ruri too. Super difficult words as well. Ruri can remember like it was nothing. Kukuku, this Ruri lady really piques my interest. All the more important than that we make the cure-all and save her. Why are you interested in Ruri? What did you mean by that, Senku? Huh? Senku, Professor Senku. Oh, Chrome wants Ruri. Yeah, Chrome is probably... That's what Clock is pointing out. Oh, so that's how it is. Chrome is so immature when it comes to this. That's, it's subconscious, too. It's pretty adorable. Hey, what are you talking about, damn it? Who's immature? He really is, though. That golden lance is so nice. Didn't I tell you not to take a single step into the village? I only want to ask Ruri a couple questions. Rules are rules. Well, anyway, once we complete the scientific cure-all, nothing will get in our way. We're already well on our way to making it. The dawn of the Science Kingdom, this iron stuff. The black sand we gathered at the river will turn into iron? Right. After mixing 4 parts iron sand with 1 part charcoal, you just heat it up. Wow, it's so simple. Go figure. Cuckoo, don't be naive. This is different from baking earthenware. When you burn wood, the flame's temperature is 700 degrees at best. However, in order to turn iron sand into iron, the necessary temperature for manufacturing is 1500 degrees. Ooh, they better watch it. Then it's not nearly enough, is it? What should we do? Blow like crazy. We'll have to provide oxygen constantly by pumping air non-stop. We'll get the flame's power level from 700 to 1500 by using twin hits on it. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure. Oh, and there's a translation note. This is Dragon. It says the translation note said this is a Dragon Quest reference, I believe. I love that they have all these video game references in Dr. Stone. I think that's fun, hilarious. It pumps air with something so useful. I feel like I could do it on my own. Save the nonsense for later. Even with a lot of people, it won't be enough. Oh shit! Damn it! My arms are gonna fall off. If you slack off, the temperature will fall. How many more minutes do we have to keep this up? That's right, at least a few dozen hours. Iron making is horrible. Don't push yourself, Suika. Go rest. In the end, only I was useless after all. It looks like they're up to something pretty big. Should I go help? No, Jinro, you must not abandon your post. Rules are rules. But why? They already made that gold lance for you. Oh, is that it? So you thought I would be moved by their kindness like Suika was? Is that right? You're really the worst, Kinro. Well, then let's trade lances. No, right now mine is in silver, and I can stand I can stand the gold. No, manpower is top priority. We have to increase the population of the Kingdom of Science. They're all fucking passed out. Lance, silver, Ginro is almost in our grasp. We can do it with our pattern. Persuade them with scientific bait. Not everyone in the village will be happy with a shiny lance. We have to gather info. What does everyone want right now? That's Suika's specialty, because Suika can turn into an ordinary Suika. Suika can go do things stealthily. Whoa! That is so cool! Next issue, a thank you for our huge popularity, a center color page, an extra chapter, double appearance. Sweet. Cuckoo, isn't that perfect? Alright, in order to gather manpower for iron making, Detective Suika is on the move. Like, these chapters are really interesting because we're going into the Iron Age, we're going into the Iron Age, and that's progressing a lot, considering how we were before we even got to this village. Like, Senku didn't have any iron for shit. Like, the most progress he really made was the gunpowder. So this is really interesting, and I'm hoping that hopefully I know we're going to end up winning the rest of the villagers over once we get this cure all done. The cure done for Rory, then everyone will be on our side, and the Kingdom of Science will be bigger, and we'll have our main base of operations, which I think will be interesting. I'm kind of like, part of me wants to see what's going on with Taiju and right after we get the Science Kingdom like fully established. I'm very because remember, Taiju went to go spy, and Yuzuriha went to go spy on Tsukasa. So I'm hoping we get to see that infiltration soon. Even though I can't stand Taiju as a character, but I'm thinking what is going to happen is probably after Senku does his thing, gets the villagers on his side, then we're going to go back to go see what Taiju's been up to. That's what I would like to see. Because I'm curious what if Tsukasa let Taiju in, or because Taiju's not going to die because he's one of the main characters. But I'm curious what you guys think about this chapter and what you think is going to happen after this particular arc. And do you think that we're going to find, do you think that this village is just completely isolated, or do you think that this village might have connections with more people in the outside world? I'm really curious what you guys think about that as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network, all that in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.